All right. Welcome to episode 2 of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I am one of your hosts, the Chenzo. I forgot to introduce myself on the first podcast. I just said me.
That's a problem.
Yeah, we got to get better at this in multiple ways. But I'm joined by my other co-host, one of which is here, the other is not. I'm
Hello?
here with Shea.
Kyle Shea, nice to meet you folks.
So yeah, this is my first beer I've had in 3 weeks.
How's it taste?
Nice and cold.
Good, that's how you like
Get a
it.
little loose on the podcast, especially with just the two of us. Just the two of us.
You and I.
But for sure, oh man, I'm going to try really hard to not say dude at all in this podcast because I said it way too many times in the first one.
It's all right. I mean, you know.
I feel like it's kind of like an anxious...
You're hanging with a bunch of dudes, so what are you going to call them?
True, but I feel like it's kind of like an anxious tick when I just like run or like not really thinking about what I'm going to say. It's just like I put it right at the end of whatever I'm saying.
Duder, dudette, el duderino, whatever it fucking takes, dude.
So it's I think we gotta learn, especially me. I'm speaking for more of myself. Is learn to slow down, breathe, and like live in the moment, enjoy this moment. Because it flew by, dude. We did 2 hours like it was nothing.
Yeah, everyone was nervous. You know, everyone said they were nervous. I was tired. We were supposed to do it Monday. We did it Tuesday, so I was kind of like all the nervousness was on Monday, and then I was like, well, you know, let's just do it, you know. But you know, it's a work. You know, we get to practice every week, you know, so it's not, you know, put the work in, and you know,
hell yeah,
you get better and better.
Especially after editing it, like I watched it the whole podcast probably like 7 times, dude. And fuck, already saying. But the amount of times just watching, I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, there was one time where I said dude in like 3 times in like 7 seconds, dude. I just said it again. Holy crap. All right, now I'm really going to start.
All right, we're going to start the dude counter right now. We won't even count all the other ones, but the dude counter starts right now. You got to make fun of me for the co-host thing from the first episode.
Yeah, Kyle was like, oh, we got
That was
demoted.
a joke.
It was a poor joke, but
It was just yeah.
Sure. I just wanted to say that, like, obviously we're all hosts on this podcast.
Yeah, the definition of
someone that you're hosting with.
The other host is the co-host. So yeah. I was just being a dick.
But making me look like a dick. And then we cut out your story, which is for another day. You'll see that.
That's for the Patreon.
And then I was gonna tell the story from my party, and you were like, "This is not to make fun of Kyle Shea podcast. That's not my intention, of course.
No.
You know?
Well, we can tell the story
next week.
No. Well, we can tell the story. Oh, yeah, that story. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with Jack.
Yeah, so next week we're going to have our first guest on the podcast. My buddy Jack's going to come on, and he's a character, as we all are. It's
great guy.
I love the podcast already.
Funny guy.
I was dying laughing at the first episode.
Yeah, there were really funny moments.
And yeah, we're just going to get better. Can't wait to have our first guest on next week. But for now, it's just me and Kyle. We're just going to shoot the shit, I guess.
Yeah.
And see what happens. We enjoy a couple beers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, how was your weekend, man? You worked some shows, didn't you?
Yeah, I was working.
What shows did you?
I worked 2 doubles Saturday and Sunday. Friday, I worked at BU hockey game.
Was that fun?
They lost in overtime. Not in overtime, in a shootout to UMass Amherst, which is the defending national champion. So it was cool that they were close.
So you get to see a lot of the game.
Oh, I get to watch like the whole thing.
Oh, that's great.
And sometimes I work the front gate and then I go into the game, but they just had set me up inside the game. And I like walk up and down the stairwell every time like they score a goal. And that's
awesome.
So I just watched the whole game, which is entertaining because it goes by fast. But then I worked 2 doubles at the Opera House in Boston, Saturday and Sunday, just working the front gate there. And then they give me like a huge break because it's like I work 2 shows. It's a double. Like there's one earlier in the day and there's one at night. So it's like I'm in Boston for like a period of like 8 hours or so. But for 4 hours in between the 2 shows, like I worked 2 hours at the front gate the first show. Then they say get lost for 4 hours.
What?
There's a movie theater, there's an AMC right over there.
What?
So I ended up on my break. I got some food, went to Tasty Burger. I tried Tasty Burger for the first time.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Did you see a
They
movie?
got some good onion rings. My boy Juan, shout out Juan.
Oh, I've met Juan, right?
Yeah, at the AEW wrestling.
Oh yeah, we gotta tell that story today on the AEW show because that was really fun.
That was funny. But yeah, he was telling me you gotta try Tasty Burger and the onion ring. So yeah, I got that, and I went to see that new Venom Let There Be Carnage movie.
I want to see Dune really bad.
And then I saw Dune during my break.
How was it?
It's pretty wild. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Wow.
Just because I had never really seen any of the previews, and I just like heard good things about it, and I just sat down and watched it, and it was pretty wild.
I love that.
It was only part 1 though, so now I gotta wait.
Oh, did it end on a big cliffhanger?
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have to spoil it, but
it was wild though. That Timothy Chalamet, whatever his name, he's pretty good. He was giving me some like
Chalamet.
I don't even know how to say it, but he was giving me some like Anakin vibes.
Is that a good thing? That's a bad thing, right?
But like not in a bad way. Like he didn't have like that dark side to him. He was like a good Anakin. But like the way he was like having these like dreams and
you didn't see The Many Saints, did you? No. You haven't seen The Sopranos. You gotta wait.
I do need to watch The Sopranos.
I have a review of The Many Saints, but yeah, that's what we should do. We should go. Oh, dude, I'll go see Dune, and then we can talk about it like in full. That'd be fun.
In theaters though, like with
I'm gonna go.
Hans Zimmer did the music for it. It was like just like crazy, like trippy, and just like.
Remember one of the first times we really hung out of work was you, me, and Sean went to go see It Chapter 1. When they put it in theaters again.
Before they dropped the second one.
Yeah, and we got to see a preview of It Chapter 2.
Yeah, like
at the end of the movie, the Chinese food place scene,
restaurant, yeah,
Chinese restaurant scene, which was a good scene.
I love the new It's; those were good.
The new It was good. It was long as fuck, but it's still a good movie. You know, it was a little goofy at the end. He turned into a little baby or whatever.
Those kids are all really funny in it too.
Yeah,
and they really capture what it's like to be a kid. Like your kids are like. They're messing around, they're swearing and having fun. Like those are how kids are actually like. They're not like these perfect angels.
Yeah, no, those are great movies. I think every movie, you know, like they just got it right, and like other fucking horror movies, just now they're harping off them a little bit. But you know, oh, I saw Halloween Kills
recently.
Yeah, it was free on Peacock. I saw that. It was all right. It was okay. I didn't like the end. It was kind of like there were some really good kills in it though. There's really good in the trailer. They show in the first one, Michael Myers is burning in a house, and you think he's dead, obviously, right? And then he comes out of the house and he fucking fucks up a bunch of firefighters, like they're trying to put out the fire. He kills them all. It's in the trailer, so it's kind of not a big spoiler, but. It was all right. You know, there's good kills in it. You know.
Slasher film.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, one of the previews at the movies was for the new Batman movie coming out next year.
Batman.
It looks sick, dude. Dude, fuck.
It doesn't. You know what? And I'm not a big super guy. After fucking Endgame, I'm all right, I can take a fucking break from superhero movies. But I do want to see that one. It does look good. Robert Pattinson's good. I mean, him and Good Time.
Great movie. Yeah, you showed me that.
Oh, you know what? We should tell the story of Buddy Duress on this podcast today. That'd be fun.
Yeah, what about him, dude? Fuck, dude.
What do you mean?
I keep saying dude.
Listen,
I'm really going to try. I'm really trying to stop.
Dude, he's not going to do it, dude. Come on, dude. What are you doing, dude? Well,
gotta be a little more careful.
Well, we can tell. Should we talk about Buddy Duress right now, or should we?
Why not?
Okay, so Buddy Duress in this film Good Time, he plays this kind of criminal guy, right? Who's in jail. And so I highly recommend the movie Good Time.
Super good.
I showed him, and was it a good time?
And then I showed my dad. Yeah.
Oh, and you watched it with your dad, and I walked in on you guys watching it, right? Remember?
Oh, yeah, you came over.
Yeah, I happened to be coming over that day. In Good Time, he plays this criminal guy, right? Well, in real life, he was a drug dealer, right?
Before he started acting.
Before he started acting, the Safdie brothers, who directed Good Time, they just like found him like in the New York streets somehow, you know, like just like through people they knew or whatever. And they're like, this guy's great. He's in one of their first movies, like one of their couple first ones.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I do too. I haven't seen that one. But so he's in Good Time and he kills it. Everyone like loves his performance, right? He plays a criminal.
Especially like the acid story scene.
Yes, that's the best scene. Some people say that's the best scene in the movie. I agree. It's amazing.
And some of it's based on shit that actually happened in his life.
Right. So there's this YouTuber who interviews Buddy Duress on YouTube. And basically his story is
He went back to jail after filming.
He went back into jail. He went into like a fugue state, like he claims like he didn't know what was going on. He tried to rob someone, and he fell like 6 stories off a building, and lived. And he's back in jail. And there's like 6 interviews on YouTube with him,
which is crazy. Like how similar it is to Good Time. You gotta watch. Yeah, it's such a good movie.
Literally, basically, he literally does the same thing his character does.
Don't spoil it, but
yeah, well, not the same thing.
But
similar.
I think it's on Netflix still. So
great movie, totally recommend it.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, but I want to see Dune. I don't know. I don't care about Venom.
Yeah, personally. It was a little cheesy, but like the special effects.
Woody Harrelson as Carnage.
Yeah, the special effects were crazy, and like it was just like a good waste of time. But it was only an hour and a half, opposed to Dune was like 2.5. I love
the movies, man. I'm gonna get back into going to movies. It's like, the last movie I saw was Many Saints. It was, it was okay. I could give a full review of it, but I won't right now. But
it's been a while, dude. Especially because of COVID. I don't think I've been to the movie theaters.
Well, the good thing is now you go to the movies, it's like you get a private screening because nobody shows up.
Yeah, there wasn't that many people there.
Yeah,
like put my feet up on the seats.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I either like to go to like the RPX. That's where we went. That one, forget where it is, but like an RPX theater, quality sound, quality image, or like those nice theaters. Like there's some in New Hampshire or whatever. There's nice theaters that like they'll serve you a full fucking meal and a beer while you sit and watch a movie. You're a fucking king in there.
Shit's so expensive though.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I agree.
So I lost my wallet going to work on Sunday, and I knew I had it because I had it Saturday night leaving the parking garage in Boston.
So stressful.
To pay for parking.
I've lost my wallet many times.
It was in my car, of course. It was under the passenger seat, but I didn't have time going into work Sunday morning to work the double to look for it. Luckily, I had $30 laying around because I owe Maz $30 because he gave me a little bit too much for the equipment.
Oh yeah.
So luckily I had the $30 to pay for a movie ticket, pay for lunch, and pay for parking. But then I realized when I'm driving home, I have no gas.
Oh fuck. What'd you do?
So I was going to chill with my homie J-Bo afterwards.
Oh, you had to borrow
and all I had was $2. So I stopped, put $2, not even a gallon of gas in my tank. Barely moves the meter.
Yeah, it just goes.
Barely it was still empty.
Barely does anything.
It said it was still on E. And then luckily I made it to J-Bo's, and I was like, yo, could I borrow $5? I'll Venmo you. I need to go get some gas bad. And then luckily I checked in the morning, my wallet was just under my passenger seat. I knew it couldn't have gone anywhere.
What's scary for you? Losing your phone, your wallet, or keys? Those are the man items, I like to call them. Those are the essentials.
That's like, dude, I go to bed sometimes, like when I'm down here chilling in the basement, like my initial reaction is just go phone, wallet, keys.
Phone, wallet, keys, phone, wallet, keys. That's an Adam Sandler song that he came to Xfinity once. And
we were working.
I didn't work that show, sadly. That was the same year he did like Uncut Gems, I think.
I was working. I actually have the list right over here of the 2018 and 2019 shows right here if you want to take a look at it.
I want to take a look at this. And I feel like we don't have to start this right episode, but we should go through every single one of these
eventually.
Yeah.
So I've actually almost worked more events this year than I did in 2018 and 2019 combined.
God bless. Fuck COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Thank God.
Tomorrow I'm working the Steely Dan concert at Orpheum, and it's my 100th show.
Wow. Dude, I might go. I might cop a ticket because
I
I
did.
love Steely Dan. And I might want to go.
Should, dude. I'll be there. There's
I might look at SeatGeek.
my
right
dad
now.
was showing me some good Steely Dan earlier, but yeah.
Do
So
it
I worked
again.
53 total concerts in 2018 and 19, and Steely Dan's gonna be my 47th of this year. So it's gonna be
Wow.
my 100th
Hardworking man.
show
Good for you.
that I've ever worked.
Congratulations.
I've been to probably like, thank you, bro. I probably worked like, I've probably like been to like 20-ish like shows on my own as a fan. Major shows. Like I wouldn't count like just like going to like a bar
Right,
and a
yeah,
band's
yeah.
playing as like a show. But I have written down all the shows I've gone to as a fan too.
Yeah, I mean, I still have the texts that, like the text they send you when you go to work. So I have a list, but you got a good list. Yeah, Post Malone was my first show too. So we worked the same show, but you worked parking, which sucks.
And you were in the barricade.
Yeah.
So I think we met that next show, which was Jason Aldean. At the front
That's
gate.
got to be it. We're in the right side, that side of the front gate, remember?
Yeah, the far right.
Vinny had the short hair then, and he was even skinnier than now.
That's not true. I was probably in better shape back then.
Yeah.
People go to college and put on 15 pounds. I went to college and lost 15 pounds.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I need to get in better shape.
Yeah, but I just remember, we just we were wandering in different lines, and we just started shooting the shit.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, Florida was the best time ever. That's a Patreon episode right there. You know what I mean?
This guy's got some wild stories.
We're going to have a Patreon soon. Because then I'll
Or
go...
just like a time capsule, like in 5 years.
Oh, yeah,
5 years, we would just release all the unreleased stories.
I'm down.
Man, who knows, though? The only thing that would suck if I go to Nashville by myself is I'm going to be the only host of the podcast at that point.
Yeah, but you'll make friends. You're good at
Oh,
making
yeah,
friends.
I'm still going to...
You'll make friends, and you'll get another host. But, I want
You
to
don't necessarily need another...
I want to live in Florida so badly. Like, so badly. Or, just the South. Like, we've talked about it. I would love to live in Tennessee, but,
Yeah.
I
I
get
get where you're
making
coming
money.
from.
I'm going to be making money,
But there's still plenty of opportunity even down there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, eventually I'll live in the South. There's no chance.
I'm probably gonna end up there for a couple years, so it's like you could always come visit or come join me whenever you want.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Funny, speaking of Joe Rogan, I watched Snoop Dogg was on his podcast.
I watched the beginning of it.
It was so fucking hilarious.
Yo, Snoop Dogg, you ever done DMT, man?
Snoop's so legendary. I almost take back what I said on the first podcast. That Wiz
you said some blasphemy on the podcast. Snoop, double G, better than
Snoop.
Wiz is overtaking him.
I think personally, I just enjoy Wiz more as a music artist. I enjoy Wiz more.
You're kind of right, really.
But they are
You're
both
kind of right. Like Snoop some of his raps are a little corny, a little bit.
But
let's be honest.
He's really witty though, and he's just Snoop. Like they're both legendary as like the people they are. Like Snoop as
his
a
early
persona,
stuff.
like,
I mean, what's the song? "Murder" is a case that they gave me. That's one of the best songs ever. One of the best rap songs ever.
I mean, Doggy Style.
That period of
legendary.
time, like literally, he got in a gunfight and his bodyguard killed somebody. Doggy Style is one of the best albums ever.
Yeah,
And now he's just like an iconic marijuana spokesman. Like he's like the Cheech and Chong of this generation, man.
And then Wiz.
Yeah, Wiz is. I mean, they're so similar, but
Even like
Wiz is
Snoop
like
was
the
saying, he's so
modern
impressed, and like Wiz like pushes Snoop to be better, even at he's older now. He's 50. Like he loves to have.
Smokes like how much weed?
He's saying like, dude, Wiz could kick my ass now. Like, he said he used to be able to think that he could beat Wiz up, but Wiz is fucking jacked now. Wiz is like in prime shape.
I know.
But he's thinking, he's crazy. He just gets better and better.
That's cool.
So how about TV? What have we been watching?
What have I been watching? What have you been watching?
The new season of Dexter just came out. You ever watch Dexter back in the day?
Yeah, dude. I watched the first season. You know about the first season, right? When remember the part his brother, the twist at the end. his brother turns out to be the killer that's dating his girlfriend. It's a pretty good twist. And I just started season 2, and it's awesome. It's good. If you like a little murder, it's fucking good stuff.
Well, I watched it like my senior year of high school for the first time, which is 2017. It ended in 2013 with the
Right.
no
The
known for having
controversial ending that
known for
nobody
having.
liked. Everyone was like, "Fuck this."
So when I found out they were actually doing another season, I was so hyped.
It's awesome, isn't it?
And then so the second episode of the second season the second season of the 9th season, I think it is. New season anyways. Just came out and I watched it the other night. It's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna
glad
catch
they're
up.
continuing the story.
I'm gonna catch up. I have been watching.
What else?
Well, I'm excited. Have you ever? So this is a show I'll pitch to you. Ozarks. You gotta go see.
So I've heard about it a lot.
So it's Jason Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura Linney, and it's just like the best show. It's so good. It's like Breaking Bad on steroids. That's how I like to describe it, right? Did you ever see Breaking Bad?
No, I've seen parts of it. That's another one. Like people are like, "What? You haven't seen it?" It's a very serious show.
Listen. I don't give people shit for not watching TV shows because it's fucking hours and hours and hours and hours. I don't blame you, but it's fucking.
I
awesome.
know. I'll get around to watching it. It's just like sometimes I like to watch shit that's more funny.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's just really serious, and like I've seen episodes of it,
it's
and
a
it's
dark
just like
show.
so. It's like sometimes I just can't get in that mood to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just really long.
It's all right, but it's great. But yeah, so Ozarks is a lot like that, but I guess you could say it's more fast paced because everyone shits on Breaking Bad for the first season not being fast paced, but the first episode,
Exactly so.
I dare you to watch the first episode of Ozarks. And I'll give you the premise. So basically, Marty.
You
what
say
is it?
Marty McFly.
I know.
Back
what's
to
his
the
name and
Future.
shit? Yeah, his name's Marty something, and he's basically, he's laundering money for the drug cartel, but he seems like a normal businessman, and then their lives get turned upside down, and they got to move to the Ozarks, and hijinks ensue, and they just deal with the cartel, and it's just intense and fun. But the new season is coming out in January, and I'm hyped. And the fun thing about this, which doesn't happen often, I got my parents both into the show.
I know my parents watched it too.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a parent show for some reason, even though it's a really fucked up. But so I'm excited for the new season too because it would be like a family thing. We get to watch every episode with our family. Like maybe we'll be like, every Thursday night we'll watch it as a family together, which would be kind of nice too. And it's just so good. But that one. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been watching a lot of TV lately, but we should talk about the Patriots game. I went this
true.
Sunday. So I went this Sunday. It was me, my dad,
And they were playing
Graham. Shout out to Graham.
Graham.
Another gentleman who wants to be on the podcast. We got a lot of guests
Definitely
lined
gotta
up.
have Graham on.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Kid's like my brother. Kid's the closest thing I have to a brother, really. A paternal brother. Or a family member, But, so, it was Graham, my uncle, his dad, my cousin, and it was actually my cousin's birthday from Florida. He was out of town, right? So, me, my dad, Graham and his dad meet us at my house at 8:30 sharp. This is fucking real deal tailgating, ladies and gentlemen.
Real deal.
We don't fuck around. We don't just show up and let's have a Bud Seltzer and hang out.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've been to a Pats game, but we'd always tailgate hard. My
Dude, you
uncle
gotta
has an
come.
RV at the games.
We should go to a game sometime. We should. But and you should work those games too. I'm surprised you haven't worked any of those.
They actually were asking people to work that game this weekend, but I was already working at the Opera House.
Do you ever do the Wilbur?
No.
You should do the Wilbur at Louis C.K. show. Because I'm going to that show.
No, isn't that the Orpheum?
Oh yeah, I forget.
I'm working.
Yeah. Oh, good. You're gonna work. Are you already scheduled for it?
Not yet, but
You probably will.
I know all the events that are happening from now until I plan on moving to Nashville, and
That's
at
awesome.
all the venues. So
Yeah.
I have keep track of all the days I have off and what days I'm gonna be working.
Yeah, the Louis C.K. show. I'm so pumped for.
So you know me, I don't fucking pay attention to sports at all. How was the past game? Did they win?
Well, okay, so this we gotta go start from the beginning. So, 8:30, I meet my uncle and Graham. And we drive to the stadium. We set up. We had the most beautiful tailgate setup ever. It was great. My uncle has a big, huge grill. We set that on one side. He's good at finagling. So like, at lot 55 is like where they let like season ticket holders park and stuff like that. But like my uncle parked like, he was like, oh, we're meeting some guy, and there's this big, huge lot where all the RVs park, right? And we parked right in front of where all the RVs park. So, we parked there. We had a beautiful setup. It was like, we had my uncle's big grill. I brought cornhole. You know I love fucking cornhole. So we got to play cornhole, me and Graham. Then I played with my uncle. And then we played Can Jam. Me and my fucking dad killed them in fucking Can Jam. It was so funny.
Can Jam, great game.
Oh, it was fun. My uncle brought steak and cheese, buffalo chicken, and what else? Oh, honey garlic chicken thighs. Woo! My God, it was good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so we had that. Oh, this was a funny part. So, so we're parked in all the RVs and limos and stuff are parked. This limo driver comes up to us. He's literally bald head with a ponytail in the back, and in like a suit. Yeah, and then he's a tiny little dude. And he was like, "Hey, can I have a piece of chicken?" And we're
Like a ponytail just hanging out with bald all around.
No, literally bald ass head, ponytail. You never seen that? You never seen this look before?
I feel like somewhere I have, but
yeah,
it's gotta be weird to see in real life. I'm trying to picture it.
So yeah. So he was a good guy, and we basically just like we gave him a little fucking buffalo chicken, and we were smoking stogies, me and my dad.
Nasty.
And we gave him a stogie. Yep. So we're sitting there smoking cigars, and then my cousin shows up. It was his birthday, so I gave him one of these, a little boom sauce, and I gave him no sponsor, by the way.
Feel free though.
Yeah, you can get one, but
no, feel free to sponsor us if you want.
I mean, yeah, if you want to. But yeah, so it was his birthday, so I gave him boom sauce and
IPA.
Yeah,
I hate IPAs.
We'll turn you a man
I'm a light beer
day.
guy. Hey, I've drinking them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had a couple when I went to this party in Nashville when I was studying down there last year. It's just not a fan.
It's all right.
I'm a light beer kind of guy.
Who cares? Yeah, do what you gotta do. Yep. So we walk in. Oh, this is the best part, right? Is my dad and my uncle are both the same, right? They do not do fucking technology, right? Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the way
old souls.
So
get a little loose. I'm a second beer.
So
technology.
Yeah, my uncle literally. So the way it works, we have season tickets, right? So I sent my uncle the tickets, right? You can transfer them through the Gillette app, and I transfer him the tickets.
Oh boy, people have trouble with tickets all the time, especially at the Opera House, the one that's like older crowd.
Oh god, yeah.
People are just like standing in the way, dude. Fuck. They're just standing in the way.
Yeah, that was me in my get ready for
trying to figure out what's going on their phone.
So,
like, excuse me, could you just move to the side, please?
Yeah, I know.
People are trying to get through.
That was us.
Who have their tickets ready.
So my uncle goes, he shows me, he's like, well, this is the text, but I don't have my Ticketmaster password. And I go, oh, okay, well. And then I'm like, well, we got to download the Gillette app. And then he goes, I don't have my Apple ID password either. I'm like, well,
oh boy,
I don't know. And then like it's game time. It's like we got to get in there by 1:00. It's like 1:10, and my uncle's like, oh, don't worry, we'll figure it out over there. He must think like I'm fucking, Jimmy Neutron, like I'm gonna figure it out.
Dude, I feel that too. My grandfather's always like asking for everybody for help using technology and stuff. And sometimes it's like when I was living at my grandparents for like a month before we moved into this new spot, like not the power went out, but like the cable wasn't working or whatever, and he was asking me to fix it and like go down to like the power box downstairs, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was trying to figure it out, and I don't even know what.
Oh, Vincenzo, go fix my power, you son of a bitch.
Pretty much. And then the other week we were over there, and like he's asking my dad to like help him on his iPhone. And my dad doesn't even have an iPhone.
Android?
Yeah, my dad's he doesn't use iPhones. He's an Android guy. So I'm like, my grandfather, what are you asking my dad for? He doesn't even have an iPhone.
I kind of want to get an Android, but then again, I'm like, yeah, but like everyone has an iPhone, so it's like if you can't FaceTime people on with an Android.
Yeah, no, iPhone gang all the way.
You gotta use Snapchat to FaceTime someone with an Android. One of my friends has an Android.
Yeah,
I'm like,
same.
Come
Shitty.
on, man. Just if we all have the same type of phone, it's easier.
So you're saying?
Yeah. So I was worried about my tickets already because I was gonna transfer them to my dad, but it was kind of giving me a hard time. So I just kept them on my phone, and I had to charge my phone because my fucking phone sucks. It's an iPhone
Fucking Jimmy Neutron over here.
He thinks I'm fucking Jimmy Neutron over here. Like I'm gonna like hack into the fucking mainframe or some bullshit. Like, bro, how? Like these old men think they're not. I don't fucking like. My dad's the same way. I'm like, you just gotta remember your password, dude.
And if not, you gotta
Write 'em
forget
down.
password and just create a new one.
Yeah, send it to your email, text it to you. So I was already all right. So we got to the.
You were already intoxicated at this point.
Oh my god.
I bet.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah. When we're playing cornhole and can jam and eating steak and cheeses, dude. Like I already had 2 of these, and I had 2 harpoons, so I was probably 4 beers deep, at least, maybe more. And so, yeah, I'm already. Yeah, I'm not trying to be fucking Jimmy Neutron right now. I'm trying to be fucking the drunk guy at the Patriots game.
Understandable.
Yeah. So we walk towards the front. I get me and my dad's tickets. Well, I was just happy to get those in. And then my uncle's like, okay, here you go. And he thinks I'm fucking Jimmy Neutron. I'm just going to pull it up. But I already transferred the tickets to him, so I can't, do it on my phone or anything. So, we were those annoying people that had to stop at the front and wait.
Get in the way.
It took us like fucking 8 minutes.
Solid 8 minutes.
Because... So my dad, they were like, okay, what are the tickets under? My dad gives his name because he's the season ticket holder, and they're like, oh, it's not on those names, and they're like, what are the tickets on there? My uncle says 122, and my dad says 120. It turned out to be 121, so they're both off slightly. And yeah, long story short, they finally got in. So. They were using our season tickets, which are nice seats, right? So they go down their nice seats. Me and my dad had to do the beautiful art of seat hopping because we were in the fucking nosebleeds. That's what we bought. Guess how much nosebleeds were?
How much?
$130 for the worst seats. Literally,
who are they playing?
Cleveland Browns. Which is they're a good team. They have the same record as us right now.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Right. Yeah.
I just know they're historically known for being pretty bad.
So me and my dad are seat hopping, which we've had success with in the past. The Celtics game, fun to seat hop. You can get down low. There, I feel. I've done it in the past. So, long story short, we hop on the left side. Well, usually we set behind one of the field goals, so it's a little more raised up. We were in the middle, and we walked all the way down. Great seats. Really nice. Like, we got a view. This game, I'm telling you, Vinny, literally every time you blink, touchdown. You fucking go take a piss. You look at the TV, a touchdown. You finally sit down in your seats, touchdown. So we were seat hopping a little bit. We got, we're walking. Literally, we're trying to sit in the seat. And like, my son's sitting in this seat. Get out. We go to another seat. Yeah, no. So my buddy's sitting here. We finally found a nice seat right next to my uncle and Graham. And we sat there and enjoyed the rest of the game. And, yeah, it was a great game. High scoring. The Patriots fucking killed them. It was a good game.
Good. Glad you had a good time. A few of my friends were there, too.
It was a lot of fun.
You know, my buddy Noah, G-Unit.
G-Unit? Yeah, I love Noah.
G-Unit wants to come on eventually.
We need him on the podcast. We need to talk about the Leonard Skinner concert.
This man was so hammered.
Yeah, he was having fun.
Yeah, dude, oh, fuck.
How many guests do we have? We have like 10, I feel like, lined up.
We definitely have a lot of people that are interested in coming on, and we'll just go take it as we go. Play it by ear. Next week, we'll have our first guest on.
Jack Attack.
Jack Daddy. You guys have an interesting story. You guys ended up going out over the weekend.
Yeah, we went out. Like, this is funny. Like, I do this with a lot of my friends, right? Like, a lot of my friends are homebodies. You're a homebody. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, you called me out in the last podcast.
Sorry.
This man's a fucking homebody. He doesn't go out.
I know. I was a little fired up.
Understandable. You were going out, and I just wanted to chill.
Hey, but we're going to play in something soon. You, me, Jack. Hopefully we can get Maz there.
Yeah, we need to get some EEP hijinks going on.
We need a story for the podcast of the EEP. I always get in the hijinks when I go out. I don't even try. I try to be like the nicest guy in the world, but something weird happens every time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. We should probably save the Jack story because it is.
Jack's here.
Yeah, we'll save it for when he's here. It will be better though. Yeah, but he's great. Yeah, so we got G-Unit, we got Jack. Graham wants to come on. Hopefully I can get Sean on. That'll be funny.
Aunt definitely wants to come on.
Oh, yeah.
My boy Henny. Yo, so this is what I want to talk to you about, actually. You've obviously been to Henny's when we threw the show down there.
Oh, of course.
And when we filmed the music video down there. But Henny was saying we should take an EEP trip to his place in West Haven. We should film it on location there.
Throw a party?
Not throw a party. Well, maybe afterwards. But while we're filming, we could be like rolling up and smoking while we're filming.
I'm down. Fucking
just
like
chilling
Snoop Dogg.
chilling in his living room. I love his living room.
Yeah, I do miss that.
Super cozy. They're just a
I've
wood
been there
vibes.
twice, and every time I had a blast. Gives me the college vibes.
Yeah, we can talk about those stories there.
Right, yeah, we have two. Yeah, they were definitely both stories. That's for sure. We got to release that concert footage, my man.
I was talking to Henny earlier.
How's he doing?
He's doing well. Just working at Guitar Center, finishing up school. He's still got another year left because he took a year off to live in LA, and we'll talk about that when he's on the podcast. But that would be super fun if we could find a time where we all can go down there and just bring all the equipment we got and
road trip it. The EEP road trip.
Spend a night. That would be a story in itself, right there.
The EEP road trip to Connecticut.
Yeah, just film a pod episode there.
I'm down.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a good idea. Be super fun. What else you want to talk about?
Well, Well, I do have a fun fact that you might like.
What's going through your mind, playa?
Well, I think this is a fun. Well, is your phone charged? Because you might have to look up some factual things. You ready for this? I'm gonna blow your mind. Because I told all my buddies at work this, and this blew their mind. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, would you believe that his father was a Nazi?
I mean, you're bringing it up, so I'm going to say, yeah.
So look it up. Look up. Because,
How do you even spell Schwarzenegger, bro? That's
WATZ
I'm just gonna let
NAGGER. That's my guess.
Just gonna let
It's probably not right.
Austrian police chief, postal inspector, Nazi, and Nazi brown shirt and military police officer. Random fact of the day, right there.
That's your random fact of the day, ladies and gentlemen. That blew everyone's mind at work.
Wait, so how did he get here then?
How did he get here? Well, he talks about it. So he talks about it in a video. Like he talks about Kristallnacht, which is like called the Night of Broken Glass, where the Nazi Party first started out and they broke all the glass of Jewish businesses, and he talks about it. And he doesn't like his dad. His dad literally would like beat his mother and beat him, and Germany was very poor back then. But he immigrated here like everyone else immigrates here. They just
on
came.
His own.
I assume, yeah. I don't know, but yeah. And
What an interesting guy.
The biggest star ever, and became the governor. And
Get to the job.
Governor of California. His father was a Nazi. But obviously he's he hated his dad. He didn't agree with his dad at all. But it's kind of interesting. Good.
Definitely one of the more influential, I'd say public figures of all time for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
with bodybuilding and acting.
Get to the job. I gotta work on my Arnold.
For sure, that was terrible.
Oh.
Get to the job.
Do it now. My favorite quote from Terminator is, "Fuck you, asshole." The landlord, he's in the motel, and the guy's like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing in there?" And he goes, and he looks up like responses to say. And he clicks on "fuck you, asshole." So funny.
So I guess on the topic of film and acting, I guess, what would you say are some of your major influences for like getting into the study in film? And just like growing up, like what were you watching and what were you influenced by?
2 movies that I always mention. Jaws. And I beg everyone to go watch this. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Jack Nicholson. You've never seen it. Best movie. I always say, I wrote a paper about it a bunch of times and stuff like that. It opened my eyes to how good movies are, because the premise of the movie is he's a guy who's in prison. He's down and out, and he gets sent to a mental institution because they think he's a crazy guy, but he's just kind of like got anger issues, and he's kind of like just does crazy things to get out of work details and stuff. But my dad showed me the movie like on demand when I was a kid, when I was like probably like 14, and it just changed me, like, because I didn't think like it was a movie that like I'd laugh at some points, and like it was like a drama, it was like a comedy, it was just like everything. It was like there were twists and turns. Like at no part of that movie's boring. There's not one bad scene. I could talk about that movie for hours. But that movie, and Jaws, of course, and everyone loves Jaws. You've seen Jaws, right?
Probably a long time ago.
Yeah. And
I was terrified of it back then. I feel like if I watched it now,
yeah,
I wouldn't be as scared. But I hate the ocean. Like just being in waters and like not being sure of what's underneath you, especially like the deeper you go. Like watching Titanic, like my biggest fear probably would be to drown in like open water, or just being in open water and not having any clue how deep it gets below you and what is under you. Like that would probably give me like a heart attack and I'd just die before something even could have the chance to eat me.
Yeah, but Jaws is...
Ocean is scary. Like there's so much of it's unexplored. Like no one knows what the hell's in the ocean. There's aliens in the ocean for all we know.
They find like a new species like every like fucking couple months or whatever, some shit like that.
It's crazy.
They're like creepy little.
Ocean's fucking scary.
Yeah, it is.
Especially with like climate change You never know, like, especially living close to the ocean. If, like, we're just going to end up just getting flooded one day and just everyone drowns and dies.
Waterworld, man.
Like, I always talk about the movie 2012. You seen 2012?
Oh, yeah.
Woody Harrelson's like that, like, crazy guy. He's got a radio show and he's talking about predicts the end of the world. And at the end, they try to save him and he's on top of the mountain and he won't go with them. And he just embraces, like, the end and he's like, it's so beautiful. And he just sees the rock come in, like the meteor come in and just, like, crush him.
You know, dude, what would you do if it was the end of the world?
That'd be me, dude. I'd be Woody Harrelson.
You'd embrace it? You'd be I don't want to go on the spaceship.
I'm not going to Mars. I'm chilling right here. I'm going to light up a joint, dude, and let the fucking world take it. I'm dying with Mother Earth. I'm dying right where I'm going out the way I came in on this planet. That's for sure.
I'm going with the fucking aliens.
Good luck.
You gotta go see. You gotta take chances in this fucking world. That's how I feel.
To go out of this world.
Yeah.
I say if I were to ever have children, I would want them to be able to make their own decision of whatever they want to do. You know, if you want to leave this planet, go to fucking Mars, go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to take a fucking cruise with Jeff Bezos on the fucking Mars, go for it.
I'm not joining you. I'm staying right here.
Yeah,
I don't really have any desire to go into outer space.
I have no desire to go in space. I like all these fucking people that, I want to be an astronaut. Dude, you know there's nothing to do up there. There's no Vegas in space. There's no fucking...
Vegas.
You know, what are you going to go do?
Not yet.
Yeah, wait till Jeff Bezos gets up there. There'll be fucking 10 Amazons up there.
Like, what do you even think about humans eventually basically becoming cyborgs and merging with technology?
We're halfway there, my friend.
Some Black Mirror shit.
Bro, look at what they're trying to do to you now, dude. They want everyone to stay inside and be on the fucking computer. They don't want you to go out. And look at people, you know, like homebodies don't want to go out, you know? Nothing. It's not.
Especially with that new, like, Facebook, whatever they're talking about in the metaverse.
Oh, don't get me started on the metaverse.
They were talking about it on Impulsive, too. Just seems like basically everything's just going to be like a virtual reality. And I really have no desire to be a part of that at all.
Dude, if you watch that video, it's literally Mark Zuckerberg and this chick literally going, "Hi, Mark. So, I heard you want to be in the metaverse." And the metaverse they're literally look at their hand gestures. They're trying to be like expressive.
I saw a TikTok though that was comparing it to like some satanic symbolism and shit.
Facebook is satanic, pretty much. Get off Facebook, dude. Get off Twitter. Get off social media. It fucking sucks.
Enjoy nature.
All that shit does is puts fear in your heart.
Nature's way better than any of this.
All the news
shit
does, it tries to put fear into you and just like, oh, don't go out. Stay in your fucking laptop.
I don't ever watch fucking the news.
Neither do I, honestly.
I don't get into politics at all. I just say
That's probably why I didn't hear the Astroworld story on the last podcast.
Yeah, dude, that was wild that you had not heard about that. It's
Yeah.
sad, dude. Apparently that 9-year-old kid that was in a coma also died, and someone else also died in the hospital.
So now, is it 16?
10 people. There was 8, and then 2 people died.
Oh, my God.
So 10 total people died.
Yeah, I was watching the story about the 9-year-old. That's sad. He was in a coma, and he was like basically having brain failure and stuff. Yeah,
liver failure. Apparently, Travis hasn't even left his house since it happened. Like, since he found out. Which I understand. Like, it's a fucked up situation. And obviously, he probably didn't realize that was, like, something that bad would happen. And once he found out, dude, I probably would do the same thing if I was in a situation. You know, he's probably really fucked up and depressed. It's obviously a huge, like, hit to his career, too.
And I get why people blame him, but...
He obviously did not want that to happen.
The blame is on the festival.
And
it's on them.
How do the police?
No, not the police.
No, but how do the police claim it's a mass casualty event and then it still takes over a half an hour for them to stop it? How? How does nobody communicate?
Okay, but because you're not realizing the start of the problem. Look at the videos at the beginning of the night.
Did you end up going home and watching the videos from it?
I watched a little bit, but the main video that struck me was a video of people just running through the metal detectors.
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
Imagine that was us at the front gate, dude. We wouldn't have done anything.
That means that the festival didn't do a good job staffing, and they just gave up at a certain point, which there was a guy on the news saying, like, this is my first time working a show, and he quit or whatever in the middle of the show.
Oh, yeah, I would have done the same
This is
thing.
the problem. It was overfilled. That's why all the people were, on top of each other.
Yeah.
It was too
that
many
was
people
one
at
of the
the
main
concert.
problems, but you can't blame...
You can't blame
completely,
the people?
Yeah, you can't completely blame them.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
They
blaming
have
the
to-
people.
they
I'm
have to bear
blaming
some of the
people that let
responsibility.
all the fucking people just storm into the place.
Yeah, that shouldn't have never happened.
Yeah, that should have never happened. Where are the fucking cops at the front gate that, not going to let all 100 kids that didn't pay, hundreds and hundreds of kids that didn't pay for a ticket just run in?
Yeah, that's
the
bullshit.
start of the problem right there.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion.
I agree. But still, how does it go on for that long after it already being declared
Because
a mass
how the
casualty
cop-
event?
There's whatever.
You walk on.
100
You're a cop.
hundreds of
You're a cop, dude. You walk on stage. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, no, who's gonna stop you from going on the stage and telling the artist that you have
That's
to
a good
stop
point.
this?
If someone
You have a gun on your side. Who is gonna walk up to you? What? Their security? You're gonna say, "Fuck off."
right.
Who? How is there
Yeah,
no
that's a good
communication? How is no one stop it? That is what
once they
baffles
find
me.
once they find out like one person dies, they're like, oh shit. Okay, well,
But 8?
Okay, bring them to the EMT.
And then 2
but,
more
But,
die.
they find that out by the end of the night.
It's fucked.
It's fucked. The
Situations
problem
like
is
that should never happen.
the concert was too full. Clearly.
Yeah, you couldn't even move in the crowd.
Yeah.
So it's either people trying to help and getting fucked up, or people going crazy. Like, how do you bring out Drake near the end? That blows my mind. That they brought Drake out when it was already a shit show. Because that just makes it a million times worse. That no one knew. Like, imagine just being Drake backstage, like, hyped to go in front of all these people, not realizing that people are in there dying, and then you just go out and make it worse when you think, like, you're just having a good time.
He probably feels horrible.
Yeah, he said he was heartbroken by it.
And
Which you would be. No one wants their event to go like that. You don't plan for fucked up shit to just happen at your events. You can't control.
That's
you
why I
can't
love
control
concerts.
what people
They're
do.
fucking chaos.
You can't control.
It's too
what
many
do.
people,
even
it's
when
too
it's
much going
not
on.
that many people.
There's a great video that Xfinity put out about a guy training us about security. And there's 2 things I took away from him. He said his first show was what's Jack Black's band, Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
He said
in
he
the
was,
Pick of Destiny.
oh,
Whoa.
Oh, we
You hear that?
we thought we heard something, but I think it's okay.
We're an hour in.
So he said his first show he ever did security at was Tenacious D, right? And he said, like, oh, it was going great. It's so fun. It's Tenacious D. It's a funny fucking concert, He said something like, in the front row, some guy pulls out a pen and stabs another guy in the neck. At a fucking Tenacious D concert. So even at a Tenacious D concert, something could go horribly wrong.
It just depends.
Someone could stab someone, right? So that's what you gotta do. The other thing he talked about with security was, it's not, you gotta ask people to do. You gotta give people directions in a certain way, right? Like in security, we deal with this all the time, right? Someone's standing where they can't be standing. If you go, excuse me, sir, you gotta move. Okay. He moves 1 inch. Sir, you have to move. Okay. He moves another. Sir, you have to move. I'm sorry, you have to move. What the fuck, man? I moved. I did what you asked. I moved. This is what you do. Sir, can you please stand over here? And the guy moves over there. Problem solved. You got to give people clear, concise directions.
You really got to spell it out for them.
Yeah, because guess what? It's their big night out. They're having fun, and they're fucking hammered.
Yeah, and they just have zero
So
common sense.
they're not. They don't want to listen to you, and I don't blame them for not wanting to listen to you. But If you give them clear directions, they will listen.
It's just amazing though how some people have common sense and just know not to do certain things, and some people just like will stop in the middle of a walkway or just something. It's like you realize people are trying to get by through here. Like this is not the place that you just stop and stand and get in the way.
Yeah, I remember.
I get that you're having fun, but it's like people are just so in their own world and clueless to everything around them. It's like,
yeah, I remember at my
get a fucking clue, buddy.
I remember my first Leonard Skinner show. Like there were so many like bumbling drunk people. Like, I love Leonard Skinner. I love the show was so much fun. I'm talking about the first one we did. There was like this guy and this girl, and they were both so lost. Like, and like after a while, I had to say, "Okay, stand over here, like by the stairwell." And they were over there, and this one guy, literally, he must have been so high. I think I literally found like he had like like he dropped like this huge thing of like edible wrapper or whatever. But he literally he got on 4 hands and did a leapfrog from the top of the stairwell. And we're talking like 8 stairs or something like that. And he jumped and hopped all the way to the bottom. And like almost ate shit. It was so funny.
Jeez.
But like, you know, like I remember one lady came up to me and was like, "I don't have my ticket. I don't have my wallet. I don't have my keys. I'm lost. Can you help me?" And I'm like, I don't even know what to do. But I just sent her to the front gate. Like, if someone's that like, go to the front gate guest services and ask for guest services.
Lost and found.
But yeah, man, security. It's a game that you gotta learn how to play, man. And like the other thing was like,
just dealing with a lot of people can be stressful sometimes.
I guess it was a Chris Stapleton show. There's a lady that worked at a New Hampshire venue was doing security with me, and she was bagging and I was wanting, and she was like overwhelmed because it's literally like, imagine you get attacked by a fucking mob of zombies. That's what it's like doing security at a front gate, 20,000 people, man. Like you are just overwhelmed with like it's overflow of information. Like there's a million of people surrounding you, and she was just overwhelmed, and she was like, you know, just like it was the whole bag size thing came up, and she was like, you know, and they were like,
giving her a hard
time, and then like, you know, and then people like give up on the rules and like all the shit, and it's like just let the bag, you know, it gets all confused. And I tell her, just do what. If you think the bag's too big, if you think it's good to let in, do whatever you want.
Yeah, make your own judgment.
It's your fucking job. And she was just overwhelmed, and like, you know, she's like, I've been fighting back tears, like, and I'm like, this job is just not for everybody. Like, if you can't, you gotta stand tall and you gotta stand strong to do some of this stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's why I don't like doing bag check. I'll avoid it.
Bag check sucks. I did it a lot. My first year, probably did a bunch.
Yeah, we both did. And then after that, we would
used to be that dynamic duo.
The mega powers. We would just switch off.
Yeah. Mega powers are bonded. That's Hulk Hogan and Mega Man. What the fuck's his name?
Feeling a little loose right now. I'm about done with the second beer. It's been a couple weeks.
Macho Man, not Mega Man. Mega Man's the
Randy
video
Savage.
game. Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, back from the grave, yeah.
Oh boy.
Me and Sean love quoting Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I know. We watched that.
Yeah. We did see that movie. We love quoting the scene with Macho Man. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of meat time. Do you remember that scene?
Like, think about it, hero.
Think about it, hero. I love doing the Green Goblin too. We might have to start doing them on the podcast. The scene when he gets fired from
got any other Bud Lights left in there?
Yeah, go grab one. Yeah. So yeah, cut.
I mean, you can keep talking.
Yeah. So.
Oh boy.
So, He gets fired. You're out, Norman. You're finished. You can't do this to me. I started this company. Do you know how much I sacrificed? It's the best.
Man, what was so funny, I think it was junior year of college, my roommate, Willie G. He was,
Shout out Willie G.
Shout out Willie.
And I don't like to do shout outs, but Willie G's the man.
Miss you, bud. But, eep. One time we were all just drunk chilling in the dorm, and he ended up reenacting the whole episode 3, Revenge of the Sith of Star Wars, by himself. Like, playing all the characters, like, just the whole highlights of the movie, just, like,
Wow.
reenacted the whole thing, and we were all just, like, geeking. Just
That's fun.
hammered.
That's fun.
That's classic college time. So there's another time, like, he made a PowerPoint on the history of trap music, I think, for one of his classes. And he presented the PowerPoint to us while we were all just chilling, drinking. And we were like,
that's how you do a
included like
PowerPoint.
links in it too, like so we
That's
were
how
like
you do a
listening to music.
You make it fun and you make it something you want to do. That's perfect. He did it right.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. I miss college.
Dude, who started trap rap? Do you remember?
T.I. and Gucci Mane are two of the most regarded, I'd say, starters of it, because T.I. had an album called Trap Music in like early 2000s, and Gucci Mane was really a part of that sound, but T.I. would claim that he is the originator of it. Just making music in, like, you know, those environments, having to do what you got to do in certain situations of living in poverty and having to sell drugs to support.
Dude, you gotta make me like a playlist too, because I'm trying to get back into rap. Honestly, like today I was listening to a lot of old rap songs that like, you know, because I've been really on like a rock kick. So you gotta make me a playlist, man. Please.
You know, I'm the music man.
What's the song of the day today?
I don't think I've picked it yet, actually.
Get on that, Vinny. It's
I do
almost
need to get on that.
It's
It's
almost
10
midnight.
It's 10 o'clock. I got 2 hours. Yesterday
You gotta pick it live on air. For
Yesterday,
the folks at home to enjoy.
yesterday was the song "Right Here" by Lil Peep and Horsehead. It was the 5th year anniversary of the song, and also 4 years since Lil Peep has passed away. Tragically, Lil Peep passed away of an accidental drug overdose on one of the I think it was the second to last tour stop of his "Come Over When You're Sober" tour in Arizona.
How big was he when he died?
Huge, dude.
Was he really?
Like, popularity wise, like, he was on the, like, not as big as like Juice WRLD when he died. He was getting really into fashion and like doing his own clothing, and he was on that tour. His first album had just come out. He was just kind of like riding that high, I guess. And he did an interview with Zane Lowe on like Beats One radio, and he was talking about how his depression was getting worse over the course of the tour, and it just like the struggles of being on tour and partying a lot and doing drugs, and obviously ended terribly, which is just super sad. I just think that like they could have pulled the tour if they really thought he was doing that bad. You know, they could put him in rehab. Like, even like Juice apparently was planning to go to rehab and have a kid with his girlfriend, which was his plan, and that didn't happen, which is super unfortunate. She's really cool. Juice's girlfriend did an interview with No Jumper recently.
I bet that's a great interview. Yeah.
Finally, just like talking about all the stuff that happened, because it was obviously a lot for her to process. She's just a dope person. I feel so bad for her that I just still can't even believe that happened. But with Pete, man, I just can't believe he's been gone for 4 years. And honestly,
4 years?
I remember it was my freshman year of
college, yeah.
Which sucks that I didn't even fuck with him then. Like, I just looked at him as like another Lil, like one of those dumb Lil artists.
But you went to the show at least. So
no, I never saw Peep.
Lil Peep. Oh yeah,
no,
sorry, I thought we were talking about Juice.
No, but like Peep, I just kind of looked at him like he was like this. You're just another one.
Right. So you found him after his death.
Yeah, I remember it too. It was a 4th of July party, and one of my friends from my hometown was like playing a couple songs off the album. And this is right when I started to like get into Juice, because this was like post breakup, heartbreak, Chenzo, and you know. So I was starting to get into some really emotional music.
Mm-hmm.
Like Juice WRLD was definitely one of my favorite artists at the time. And then hearing Peep's first album for the first time, like actually giving it like an honest opinion and not just judging him for what I heard about him. And I was blown away. And it became like I've probably listened to Peep like every day since then. 4th of July 2018.
Every day?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think like maybe there
So he's
every now and then maybe there's a day where I don't listen to Peep, and I definitely don't listen to him as much as I used to, because I'm not as depressed as I used to be.
Where is he in your like top 20 rappers
Of all time?
all time?
I'd say top 10 maybe. Dude, he was
We need to talk about our top 5 rappers of all time, because I
we go.
have a list.
number 1, Lil Wayne, GOAT, greatest of all time. No one better than Lil Wayne.
I'm not mad at that.
In my opinion, this is my personal opinion.
No, go for it. Speak.
I'm gonna say, and all these like artists that I have probably in like the top 10 to 20 are all like tied, because they're all just equally legendary. Like how we were talking about Snoop and Wiz earlier. Like they're both equally legendary in their own ways. I just personally prefer Wiz, and I'm gonna put Wiz probably at number 2. 3, I'm gonna put Drake. Drake is just a legendary artist. Yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of his album Take Care. Crazy. That album, just growing up, the song Marvin's Room, like that was like me in like middle school going through my first, no, I wouldn't say that. My first heartbreak was the one we were just talking about, but just like when you're in middle school, like getting over like a crush, dude, and you're listening to some emotional music, like Drake is what I was listening to. I'd say Drake is probably one of those like, I wouldn't say first emo rappers, because there was rappers doing it, but you know, making it really such a popular thing.
He's a hit machine.
He has more slaps than the Beatles, and that's just a fact.
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean
Him and Lil Wayne, I think they have like more number ones than like any other artist like ever. Because they're just, and yeah, I grew up on like Young Money, Cash Money, like music. Like the song Bedrock, you know, that's a legendary bop. Anyway, so that's 3. 4, I'm gonna say Kid Cudi.
Wait a minute. I thought you said
Lil Wayne, Wiz, Drake.
okay.
4, Cudi. Man, Cudi is legendary. All 3 of the Man on the Moon's legendary. And like I said,
A perfect trilogy.
Cudi just got me through high school and college. Like when I was really just feeling super lonely and stuck in high school, or going through the breakup in college, like Cudi was just always there. Like that music was just always just there to uplift me.
You know, like I pretty much got into him
recently
in December
when
when
third album came out.
Yeah, when you showed me like Tequila Shots and Man on the Moon 3. So yeah, Man on the Moon 3.
It was so good.
Yeah. So. But one of my buddies at work, who's the same age as me, was like, "Oh yeah, I remember when Just What I Am came out when I was in like the 8th grade."
Great song.
Yeah, great song, and I'm like, "Fuck, I feel like an idiot because."
But now you have all this music to go back and listen to.
Yeah. But
an experience for the first time. Like I said on the last podcast, me and my roommates would listen to Man on the Moon all the time. I have to see him in concert
one day.
I haven't seen him either. I'm just trying to see him.
Well. Yeah,
I want him to go on tour.
He needs to do a tour sometime.
Dude, yeah, he's got to do a Man on the Moon 3 tour. I know he's like performing at these festivals and whatnot. Like he's performing at Rolling Loud in December, which my homie Fresh, shout him out. I hope you're watching, man.
Fresh.
My homie Fresh that I met at
that guy?
Lyrical Lemonade Festival in Chicago.
What's up, dude? Dude, you're a cool dude.
But he's going to Rolling Loud in December in LA. And he was trying to get me to go, and I can't.
December?
I can't afford it.
Who else is performing, dude?
He's like, Kid Cudi's one of the headliners, too. So I'm like, dude, I really want to go, but I can't. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I would say like J. Cole maybe. I don't know. I think Future might be one too. It is first night is Kid Cudi, Saturday night J. Cole, and Sunday night Future. I was right. But so
Those
many
are
other
the
artists.
headliners, but there's
Yeah,
gonna be
Wiz
a bunch
Khalifa,
of
French Montana, Ty Dolla $ign, Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, Kid Laroi, Currency, Ski Mask, Slump God, Chief Keef, Kodak Black, Gunna, Tyga, Sway Lee, Jack Harlow, Polo G, Lil Tecca, Young Dolph, Playboy Cardi, A Boogie, Don Toliver, Lil Durk, Nav, Lil Yachty, Lil Skies, like Chris Brown, Young Thug, like so many legendary artists. I really wish I could go. I just can't afford it because I'm trying to move to Nashville. Like that's like the number one thing on my mind is as long as I get to Nashville.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's a like heavy metal show in France in 2022.
Yeah, I remember you sending me that, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested.
I understand. I don't blame you. But like,
Talk to Steve Orego about that.
I might have to text him. But yeah, that's one I want to go to. But oh yeah, literally the lineup's insane. I gotta pull it up to do it justice. Can I use your phone? Because my phone sucks.
Might have the DM that you sent me.
You'd have to scroll a million miles. Well, maybe not that far because
miles.
we don't talk on Instagram that much. It's more text. But I've never been to a festival like that. It's always like Xfinity type shows, stuff
This
like
man's
that.
always sending me some like trippy shit on the Instagram.
That's my go-to, dude.
Man sees anything trippy, he just sends it my way.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
Galaxy's music video. Hellfest, is it?
Yeah, I'll pass that over. Let me read this off. Thank you. Okay, listen to this fucking lineup, you fucking rock fans, heavy metal fans. Avenged Sevenfold, the first day. Oh, wait, no, we're going to the first day. Where's the first day? First day. First day, Avenged Sevenfold, Judas Priest, Korn, Killing Joke. Those are the ones I know well. Second day, Alice Cooper, who I saw with my dad. That's a whole fucking
I
story.
remember you sent me a Snapchat. You guys were hammered.
That was a fun show. Alice Cooper, Megadeth, which I also saw at the Pavilion. A lot of fun. That's a funny story. We might tell that later.
Oh yeah. That was like the day before I saw MGK, right?
Third day, Scorpions, Whitesnake, Halloween, Rise Against, UFO, couple UFO. Holy shit! What the hell? These are old bands, man. Wait a minute.
Man, I do wish I had money just to blow. I'll go on whatever like festival I wanted to because it's a great opportunity to network and just to make friends. Like Chicago, I met
These are the
bunch
big
of cool
headliners. Listen to this. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Scorpions, Avenged Sevenfold, Faith No More, Deftones, Sabaton, Nightwish, Alice Cooper, Judas Priest, Volbeat, and one of my favorite bands of all time that is old as fuck, Deep Purple. Do you know how old they are? They started in like 1969.
Damn.
Those guys are old. Crazy. I think I'll go to that one. If I don't know, 2022. What month is that?
What?
It doesn't matter. But yeah, man, I want to go to a festival, dude.
It was awesome.
The Chicago one was awesome. You saw A$AP Rocky, but you said he was so.
He just performed a lot of new music, and from
Right,
where I was,
and
it
you
was
can't
just
catch
like
the vibe of
if the crowd, if you know, like everyone in the crowd's not singing the words, kind of hard to understand like what he was saying, I guess. And I couldn't really follow it. So it's like just hearing something new for the first time.
You know, like I like him, but like I can't say I know. Like
I love him, dude. He's a great artist. But I was just a little disappointed that I thought Lil Baby,
he should have done some hits, man.
It just got better as it went on. Like Lil Baby, I'm not a big fan of, but he put on
I'm Little Baby.
Like, yeah, he's got some great songs, but overall, I think he gets a little repetitive in his sound and style.
Who's the guy that like got in trouble?
But he did a great job. His performance was great. And then Lil Uzi the third night, you know I'm a huge Uzi fan. Like, Uzi went crazy. It's crazy, man. Some people just like even when they get some little bit of fame or money, like they still can't get out of their bad habits.
Yeah. Smoking cigarettes is a bad habit. Killing someone, that's a fucking felony.
No fucking shit.
Crazy, though. Isn't it crazy?
The world we live in is very crazy, my guy.
We live in strange times.
I'm just glad me and you are just chilling, hanging out, just talking.
Same here, man.
Making some progress, doing some things that we like to do.
I know, man. I know. We become it's good that we're doing something.
We're taking our creative passion seriously.
Yeah.
Mixing the film and the audio.
Mm-hmm.
And just working together to, just move towards a goal, which is to,
make a real career out of this.
Yeah, like work on even just public speaking. Us sitting here is helping us work on talking in front of larger groups of people. Shout out to everyone that's been watching and showing love on the podcast.
I know, yeah.
So we got about like 60 plays across.
I know, that's pretty good for a fucking hour-long thing, over an hour. That's pretty good. I'm happy.
Yeah, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, it's our first fucking thing.
It wasn't perfect.
No, but that's the good thing. Doing a weekly thing, you get better and better and better until you're fucking tight as a fucking drum.
And I'm still working on music. You're working. You're doing your thing. It's good. It's like at least we get to see each other once a week and have a good conversation.
Dude, I love it, man. There's nothing more that I love with hanging with friends. Nothing. Love it.
So what, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Let me think.
I'm buzzing right now.
I need another beer.
I need a piss, so let's take
a piss break.
Two minute break. Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I feel good.
Oh, so we're going on video right now. We lost footage for a while. But
I know, I'm sorry, I don't know. That was a fluke.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
But we got the audio still going.
You gotta put out a 45-minute episode. You gotta put out a 45-minute.
No, we're gonna still put the whole thing out.
Well, no, I know. Yeah, but if you can't only put out the video part,
Yeah, you can still just do black screen with the audio. That's what I did at the end of the last podcast.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
So, man, what do we got going up? We're just working the rest of this week.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill my week. I'm trying to keep my week some more busy, right? So, Monday or Tuesday, we got this. I'm trying, like, Wednesday night, I see my grandmother. Trying just because, like, I'm a little hyper, so like I don't like to just like go to bed at the end of a work day.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
You gotta do something just to keep it, just to not be fucking so bored and it's just like just all I'm doing is working. So
and just feeling like, for sure, I felt recently. I just feel like I'm living the same day over and over again.
I
just
know,
wake up, chill for a little bit, get ready to go to work, come back wicked late, chill for a little bit, go to sleep.
I know.
Wake up, do it all over again.
It's a pain. It's why it's so nice to have like just a change of scenery. I know. Yeah, that was a great part about school is it was just like a whole different thing.
Yeah. Being with your friends all the time.
We'll see.
Yeah, we just keep speaking shit into existence and taking action and working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all in due time, man. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
in the words of the late, great Six Dogs, time bomb in my stomach. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up.
God damn it, he doesn't even know the fucking quote.
Oh, yeah, time bomb in my stomach like Squidward with the pie. Yeah, I know we finna blow. It's only a matter of time. Like that scene from SpongeBob. Remember that scene from SpongeBob?
When he
eats the pie that was a bomb. Or SpongeBob thought it was the bomb. I forget what actually happened.
I remember a lot of SpongeBob, but I don't remember that one.
Remember, like SpongeBob spending the
Your
day
favorite
was,
SpongeBob episode? Go.
I don't know, man.
What?
It's been so long.
All hail the mighty conch.
That's a good one.
That one's so
Life
funny.
is just a bunch of SpongeBob memes. Like every now and then, I'll just think of something random from SpongeBob, and it just applies to whatever's going on in your life. You just say a quote from SpongeBob. You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Well, I don't know. Well, the chocolate episode is great. Oh,
Chocolate?
you know what quote I always say from SpongeBob when they go try and sell the old lady's chocolate and they goes, "What did he say?" I say that all the time because what are they selling? Are they selling chocolate? Yeah, when the great grandmother goes, "What did he say?" I love that quote. That's my favorite quote from SpongeBob.
Great show.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Lately, my mind has been fucking blank.
You just feel like going through the motions.
Yeah, it's been a lot of going for the motions, but I'm excited just to plan some fun shit. That's all it is,
we need
right?
something to look forward to. Like
Yeah.
right now.
So how about this? You
moving to Nashville,
this
but we should
week,
either go to
well,
Florida.
don't even think that. Well, okay, so
That's why
going to
before
Florida
then, we need to either do something like go to Florida, or go to Nashville.
Yeah, we got to plan a Florida trip, January, December, one of those months. This weekend, we need an EEP fucking adventure. And we can get Jack in on it, and we get some of my other friends.
Working this weekend. I'm from around Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's not really the weekend.
Sure it is.
We could go out and have some fun.
Sunday's not the weekend?
It's a matter of getting Maz out, though.
Well, we'll get however the fuck we can get out. It could be you, me, Jack, and Andrew, my buddy,
Yeah, but Jack, too, because we'll have something to talk about on the podcast next week. I can't wait to have our first guest on next week.
That's going to be great.
Oh, boy. My mic's falling off the stand right now. Oh, boy. So what, we want to wrap it up?
Yeah, go ahead. Wrap it up. It's fine.
All right, so I'm here with my boy, Shea. Kyle Shea, my co-host over here on the Endless Enjoyment podcast. This was episode 2. We are available to listen to on Spotify thanks to Anchor. Shout out Anchor. Free platform to distribute your podcast. And then we're also available on SoundCloud, Endless Enjoyment Entertainment SoundCloud. And we're also on YouTube on the Endless Enjoyment YouTube page, where you can watch the video instead of just listening. Next week, we're having our first guest on.
First guest of the EEP fucking entertainment.
EEP Entertainment. Endless Enjoyment Podcast Entertainment.
First guest.
Yeah. So, I'm Chenzo.
I'm Kyle.
And thank you for joining us. Appreciate y'all all watching, showing love. It means the world. We're just getting started here. I hope you know that.
We're just getting started, folks. This is just the fucking beginning of a fucking wild ride.
Yeah, we're just getting comfortable, Got a little loose on this podcast. Had a couple beers for the first time in a while.
Couple brewskis on the fucking...
And now we're going to celebrate with another big joint that I rolled.
Sounds good.
All right. Enjoy, y'all. Thank you. Take it, Jay. Good night.